I don't know if this is the right place to do this or not in the show. In fact, I'm not real sure this has ever been done on television before, but I want to dedicate this show to Sandy Barnes. You see, Sandy was a girl that I knew in high school, and she stuck by me at a really critical period in my life, late puberty. Well, see, the thing is, when I was back in high school, I was pretty shy. I mean, you probably don't believe that now. But I was really very shy. And see, I had gone with Sandy for about 6 months, and I still hadn't kissed her. And the thing is, Sandy was 4 months older than I was, and she had the one thing in the world that I wanted more than anything: a driver's license. Well, that's true, man. Do you know that the mating ritual of the American high school kid in those days was based entirely on the guy driving the car? There is no cool way to kiss a girl in a car when she's driving. Well, I mean, how can you be cool when she picks you up at your house and your folks say, have him in by 11? So I'd given up trying to be cool, see, and I figured what I was going to do is just be a man and kiss her, and I had it all worked out. I had such a great plan. One night when she took me home, I was going to get out of the car, slam the door, walk around to her side, get her to roll her window down, lean in, kiss her firmly but gently on the lips, and vanish into the night. We got home. She stopped the car. I got out, didn't even look at her. Walked around the back of the car, gave me a chance to pop a couple of certs. Cruised up to her window, went like this. She rolled the window down. The moment of truth had arrived. Her lips were quivering. I leaned in to kiss her, and I hit my head on the top of the door. When I came to, her lips were still quivering. My glasses were in her lap, along with one of the certs. She handed me my glasses, and I vanished into the night. So I never did kiss her until a couple of months later, close to graduation time. In fact, it was the day that our yearbooks came out in high school, and I decided to have a yearbook signing party. And my folks got real excited about it because it was the first time I'd ever had a party over at our house, and I was going to invite about 50 people, and Mom and Dad really got into it, man. I mean, she had the place looking spick and span. She made about 8 different kinds of chip dip. There were Cokes and 7-Ups. She bought about 200 coasters that said, "Use me" on it. As party time approached, I'd already passed out about 4 times blowing up balloons. Put my guitar over against the fireplace, just in case anybody should ask, you know. Got up to check, make sure the doorbell was working. Mom and Dad disappeared with my little brother, and I had the house to myself. I opened up a Coke, sat down, and wanted to be cool when everybody arrived. About my 12th Coke, I got up to see if the doorbell was still working. Pretty soon people started coming. Around 10 o'clock, I think it was, I had a crowd of 5. There were 3 guys, Sandy Barnes, and me. Well, there wasn't a lot to do with just the 5 of us. We signed each other's yearbook. Everybody took turns dancing with Sandy. She was getting kind of tired, you know. Pretty soon my Mom and Dad came home with my little brother. They signed everybody's yearbook. Dad danced with Sandy. About that time, we got a call from a fellow named Stormy Taylor, who lived up the street from me, and he had the same ideas I'd had about having a yearbook signing party. Only difference was he had some guests, about 250 of them. And I mean, he wasn't even calling me. He wanted to speak to Gary, one of the guys that was there, and said, "Sure, man, bring everybody, come on up to our party. If you got any extra chip dip or Cokes, bring those along, too." Gary went. The other 2 guys went. Mom and Dad and the little brother, they went. No, they didn't. They stayed. Sandy Sandy stayed with me. And even though she was awfully tired, that night she danced with me, and for the first time I kissed her. Sandy, this show is for you. To this day we've been living our way. Here is the reason why we blew up TV.